Hey, that's when I actually got into it stronger.
Oh, yeah?
So, well, first one to leave with me, I went in the Navy. And it wasn't long after that, Richard was gone. So that only left the three.
Yeah.
The three little ones. And then, I don't know how the hell it happened, but Dad started estimating jobs for Jackson there.
Okay.
The next thing I know, he was running the machine.
Yeah.
Running the machine, putting pipe in the ground.
Because
And,
for a lot of years when John worked, he would come home and tell me that people knew Grandpa. And they would say he was the best heavy equipment operator they'd ever worked with.
oh, yeah. He knew his stuff. We put in, you know where Route 11 goes from Clark Summit
Uh-huh.
to Dalton.
Yeah.
Well, American Water Company got the job of putting an 8-inch water line right in the shoulder of that one northbound lane. And that's when I was working for Pete Carazzi. And things got slow there. And he laid me off. And I went to work for Gillen for a while over at Mine Fire in Harvardale. And in the meantime, we bought that little Inslee hole that's still over on the farm. We found a backhoe for it. Because Dad knew that they were going to need another machine in there. And so, sure enough, we bought the damn thing. And we got the job. That was $10 an hour for me and the machine.
Huh?
Gas was a couple dollars a day. Most money I think I ever made in my life. There's a lot of days they only wanted so much trench opened at night because we were throwing the dirt right out on the one lane of Route 11, concrete road it was, and the pipe all had to be laid and buried before we quit for the day. So Dad would crawl back about 700 feet and he'd start digging, and I'd dig like hell, much as I could. Well, then they begin to see. Then all of a sudden, Dad would open the trench between me and him. When they see how much was open, they panicked.
Oh.
And they would come down and knock me off. I would only dig sometimes 2 hours a day, got paid for 8. Yeah, it was a good job.
What did Grandpa Robinson do for a living?
Grandpa was, well, they kind of farmed it.
Farm?
And the lumber.
Okay.
And then in later years, he kind of went to, you've probably heard of Louis Fine, the lawyer. He went to be a caretaker for their property down on, I guess they were on the big lake down there. And during the summer. got to be friends with them.
So where was the sawmill? Was the sawmill at the?
What's that?
Where was the sawmill that they worked? Was
The sawmill, basically, how do I tell you? Do you know where the garden is now?
yeah.
Over there by Arlen's?
Uh-huh.
Well, you walk about halfway down there to where the trees are.
Okay.
And Dad used to plow that up.
Okay.
We raised a big garden. Big garden.
So would they cut down timber from the mountain, or would they?
What's that?
Where would they get the timber from? Would they cut it down off the mountain, or?
Oh, Grandpa had all the. He owned the. Campground.
Okay.
What we call the campground,
Yeah.
where we sold all that lumber off.
Yeah.
Of course, that was got to be too big for prop.
Right.
For mine, they only want like this,
Yeah.
posts or put them in there to hold the roof up. And I used to make deals with people they knew had lumber and wanted it cut. Didn't want to do it themselves.
So did you guys work in the sawmill growing up, or you not?
I did.
You did?
That's, the other kids were too small.
That's just interesting to me because Dad had bought that sawmill, but he never got it going.
Yeah. And this wasn't your dad's was a bandsaw.
Right.
This was the round,
Okay.
the big wheel. When that goddamn thing would hypnotize you. You didn't want to get in the,
Yeah.
you didn't want to stay away from looking at that. It would hypnotize you.
Were those two? They have the big pond at Graham's. Did those two little ponds, were they always there, or did they dig those?
No, they built. See, that was another thing I want to know. Who built the big pond?
So the big pond wasn't there either when you were growing up?
The big pond was there,
Okay.
and the little pond was there when we bought it. Oh, when it was done, I don't know.
That's I just always wondered what the purpose of the two little ponds were.
He raised bait fish.
Oh, okay. So the bait fish were in the little ponds?
Yeah,
Okay.
we used to go and put the net in and get them out. And he had that concrete tub in the cellar,
Uh-huh.
and that's where he'd go down and catch some. Where he figured he was gonna need for people coming in. And
So he had income streams coming from all over. Any way that they could make a buck, they figured out how to make a buck.
well, Grandma had the school teachers pay, don't forget that.
Yeah.
Grandpa kind of had it made. He'd go, he always had a hired man or a hired boy. And he always would take a nap after he had his lunch.
Yeah.
Take a nap. I can remember that.
We got talking about sticky salve the other day. Somebody had one of the grandkids, Tim's grandkids, had a deep sliver, We're all like, oh, you need sticky salve. That's one of my memories of Grandma
Yeah.
Robinson, was heating up that sticky salve. I said, did somebody have the recipe for sticky salve? Like, or was that just something that Grandma had?
It would draw it out.
Yeah.
Or boil or anything.
Yeah, you put that salve on it. I just remember you heated it up on the stove.
Yeah, and the old people. You wonder how they got by, but they did.
Uh-huh. Well, I said that the one day, you know, they call them the greatest generation, but they didn't know they were the greatest generation at that time.
No.
They were just figuring it out. They didn't have a choice.
No. Why do they keep looking at that couch?
You want to get to it?
In a bit.
I got my,
In a bit.
I don't want to tire you out here. We can go whenever. Just Mom and daughter are visiting, so I'm letting them go. Mom doesn't get a lot of talking time because he's pretty quiet.
Who's?
This one.
Oh, yeah.
Talk your ear off. Have you noticed?
I don't blame him.
Yeah. You talk a lot. Anybody ever tell you that? You remember who this guy is? Who is it? Brother John?
He always blamed me for starting the Korean War. The Navy.
The Navy did?
The Navy started the Korean War, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
So were you on a ship or were you on a submarine?
Ships.
A ship? What ship were you on?
Carriers.
Yeah.
USS Essex. And she was a World War II carrier. It was just about time I made the last crew on that as an attack carrier. Then they made her one of them marine amphib, where they
Okay.
had a bunch of Marines on there with their float tractors, you know.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what the hell it's called. Amtrak or something.
So where were you, was it Virginia or were you in New York? Where was
I
your,
was in Jacksonville,
Florida?
But we was never there. We were always in the Mediterranean.
Okay.
I made 3 med cruises, 6 months at a time. Then we would come back to, as soon as the med cruise was over, they were shorter carriers. In those days, they didn't have enough. I was right at the height of the cold. And man, we'd come right back to the States, put us in the yard for a month or two, overhaul the ship, float her again, down around Jacksonville and Guantanamo Bay for a couple of weeks, and then right back across again. And damn thing had a yo-yo, right? Some of the guys didn't see their wife or their family long periods of time. There's no place for those young married girls with no kids.
I think it's interesting that you and Fred and Dad and Richard all went into the military, but yet not one of your kids went into the military. I think I was the only one of our kids that talked about going into it, and Dad wouldn't let me. So it was no place for a girl. He didn't want me to have any part of it. But then he encouraged my cousins who were girls. I think he was just afraid because I was his kid.
And now they have on the wardship. I can't see it myself, but who the hell am I to say?
Do you need Aunt Donna to help you get into the couch, or can you do it yourself?
What's that?
Do you need Aunt Donna to help you get on the couch, or can you do it yourself?
Do I
Do you need Aunt Donna to help you get to the couch, or can you do it yourself?
Oh, I just flop over on it.
Flop over there?
That's all. Well, when the girl comes back about 5 o'clock, and she's here to put me to bed
Yeah.
about 9,